The All Creatures Great and Small Christmas special will see James Herriot, played by Nicholas Ralph, who is now away training with the RAF and expecting a baby with the heavily pregnant Helen Herriot, Rachel Shenton. Since being married, the pair have begun to look more into their future and feel they need to move on from Skeldale House soon. An emotional phone call with Helen makes him determined to get back to her in time for the birth, but he doesn't have many options. Making things worse, his RAF mascot, Georgie, needs his help and he struggles to do the right thing. Will he find his way home in time for Christmas? Meanwhile, back at Skeldale House, Mrs. Hall, Anna Madeley, prepares a community Christmas celebration in Darrowby, whilst Siegfried Farnan, Samuel West, and Richard Carmody, James Rose Anthony, argue over who will be Father Christmas this year. Carmody is also welcomed for his first Darrowby Christmas and finds himself enjoying it despite the rocky start he had with Siegfried and James. James learns a very important lesson and is rewarded with a surprise. Actress Rachel Shenton recently opened up about how Helen is feeling ahead of the birth and told Express.co.uk and other press, "I think for Helen she loves Christmas. Loves being at the heart and the epicenter of the community, but this is probably the year which is most tricky for her. James is away and she is looking at having her baby, on her own, when he will be home and if he will be home. So it is particularly difficult and she relies more on Siegfried, Mrs. Hall and Carmody than she ever has before. She is enormously worried. James and Helen's union is one that I every season just really enjoy as it deepens, and this one is not an exception. Shushes, having to be incredibly brave at such an unfortunate time when he goes off to war. No one could see that happening, and so these two people that are so heavily reliant on each other for a lot of things. Emotional support, they really are each other's cheerleader all the time. Now seeing her go through the biggest thing she is ever going to go through on her own without him is something she is very concerned about. And she just desperately wants him there, and I really felt that in the episode. She just has a need to see him and for him to say that everything is going to be okay, so it is a tricky one for Helen. All Creatures Great and Small Christmas special airs on Thursday the 21st of December at 9 p.m. on Channel 5. Watch the series now on My 5.